Hello, Assalamu alaikum. This is Akhtarujaman Bappi, your BGST teacher. Hope all of you are fine by the grace of Almighty Allah. I am also fine. Students, today I am going to take a class from Bangladesh and Global Studies. But before going to today's topic, I am going to asking you some questions from your previous lesson. Now, who can tell me what was your previous lesson? Yes, your previous lesson was chapter 1. Lesson 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Okay students, here I have given some questions from your previous lesson. But first one, who can tell me the answer? When did liberation war held? When? It's an easy question for you. Yes, right you are. Thank you very much. 1971. Yes, your answer is correct. Thank you. Now, question number 2. How many people died in liberation war? Can you tell me? Yes, almost 30 lakh people died. Yes, your answer is correct. Thank you. Now, who can tell me, last question answer, what was the long-lasting dynasty in Bangladesh? What? Yes, Pala dynasty. Thank you very much. Hopefully all of you have learned previous lesson properly, right? Okay, students, can you tell me what will be our today's topic? Yes, you already have learned lesson 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But you can tell me easily what will be your today's topic, right? Yes, I will discuss next unit 6, 7 and 8. Okay, students, here I will discuss about lesson 6. So, Bangladesh is an agricultural country, isn't it? So, at present, Bangladesh is an agricultural country. But can you tell me what was the condition in the age of primitive or ancient time? Yes. In the ancient time, also Bangladesh has glory in agriculture side. Okay. So here, student, I am not reading the full part, but I am giving you the important part. You have to underline it, and it is very necessary to give answer. So in the primitive or ancient time, look, ancient time, agriculture was the main economic power of Bangladesh. Okay, and Bangladesh was surplus in agriculture. In that period, paddy was the main crops. Paddy. Do you know paddy? Paddy, every day we eat rice, right? So rice made of paddy. Besides sugarcane, we produce in plenty. Sugarcane. Do you know sugarcane? Okay, I'll show you the picture of sugarcane. Okay, and last line you have to know. Bangladesh had fame for the cultivation of cotton, mustard seed, and betel leaf. Several types of fruits like coconut, betel nut, mango, jackfruit, banana, fig, etc. were also remarkable in the ancient time. So I am reading about ancient time. Okay, before 1200 years ago. What was the condition of Bangladesh? So you have to underline last two lines. Okay, it's very important. And you yourself read the book properly. Now, cottage industry. Can you tell me what is cottage industry? Yes, very good. Cottage industry in the cottage industry we can make things for our personal use and to meet our local demands. To make a cottage industry, we need a little amount money and short area. Okay, So here you have to underline this part important line. We know that muslin of Bangladesh was world famous. Muslin is one type of shari. Okay, muslin saris was famous in ancient time in Bangladesh. This muslin was exported to other countries. Beside this, earthen pots, metallic pots, and ornaments are made. So you have to underline it. It's a very important line. Okay, and sculpture and statue made from burnt clay were placed over the earth. This full part you have to underline. It's about cottage industry, trade and commerce, agricultural development. Bangladesh is you can underline from here. Wadi, Boteshwar, and Pandanagar were prosperous river port. So we had river port where Wadi, Boteshwar, and Pandanagar. From there, Bangladesh were exported to Southeast Asia and Mediterranean region. In the 18th century, goods were exported to the Arab countries through Chittagong seaport. So before almost 1200 years ago, we exported goods to Arab country and Mediterranean region. Okay, so students, you have to underline this part. It's a very important part, and you have to read book several times. Okay, then you will get the answer. Now, here I'm showing you a picture about what. Who can tell me? Yes, this is sugar cane. We can make sugar using this sugar cane. Okay. Now another picture, a man is cutting dash what? Cutting sugar cane, right? So beautiful picture, another beautiful picture, this one. And look, the man is making muslin shari. Muslin shari was famous in ancient time in Bangladesh, you know. So we know that two muslin shari we can keep in a mass box. Okay. So can you imagine how thin the shari is? You can see this muslin shari now at museum. If you want to go there, you can see muslin shari there. Okay. Now the woman is making handmade fan, right? Religion and community. You have to underline this part. In the historical period, Brahmin religion and Azibek community were dominating in Bangladesh like the other region of Indian subcontinent. Okay. So Jain religion was also existing in Bangladesh. So another religion you have to remember ancient time there was Jain religion, Jain, and another one Azibek, and another one was Brahmin religion. Okay. And however, under the patronization of the Buddhist ruler for a long time, Buddhism became the dominating religion. Buddha. Do you know about Buddhism? Yes. So this part is also important. You have to underline it. The Pala emperor were Buddhist, but most of the subjects were of Brahmin religion. Emperor Dharmapala took the policy of religion of harmony. So this part is very important. You have to underline it. Okay. Now look here. You can see lesson 7, and I will show you the important part. Entertainment, cultural, architecture, sculpture, and arts. I will discuss about this part. First, entertainment culture. What types of entertainment was then? As a part of recreation and religious rituals, dance, music, drama, wrestling, boxing, and hunting were in vogue. Okay, you have to underline it. So, in the ancient time in Bangladesh, there was dance, music, drama, wrestling, boxing, and hunting were vogue. Evidence of staging drama has been. So, staging drama has been found at the Paharpur Buddhist Bihar. So, stage drama. There was stage drama also in ancient time. Okay. So, students, you have to underline this, and you can know the instrument they use to for recreation. This part. This is the instrument name. You have to underline it. Okay. Now, architectures. What types of architectural works were then? Already you have know about the Wari Bodeshwar and Pandanagar city, made by bricks, right? So very important. And then another part, the Shampur Mahabihar. Okay, the largest Buddhist Bihar of the world has been placed in the list of World Heritage Site. Heritage, okay, site. So these are the architectural works in ancient Bangla. Okay. Now here you can see as a picture about Shampur Mahabihara. Okay. And students, here another picture you can see. This is okay. Students, here is another picture about Paharpur, right? Now, lesson 8, Glories of Bangladesh Language, Literature and Education. So, what was the condition of language and literature and education in the ancient time? So, I am showing you the some important parts. You have to underline it. Okay. The time of the script written. Look, the time of the script written in Brahmin letters in the 3rd century BC. What does it mean? BC mean before Christ. So before 2300 years ago, there was a writing. Okay. Language was Brahmin letters. And last line you have to underline, the rulers of Pala and Sena era themselves were scholars and practiced literature. So Pala and Sena era themselves were scholars and practiced literature. They had court poets as well. Okay, they had poets. Okay, students, here another part, the Sena kings alongside expanding kingdom practice and even composed literature. So this part also important. Okay. They encourage the scholar to compose literature. Compose means writing. The two books named Dan Shagor and Adbhut Shagor were composed by Ballal Sen. Very important. And Laxman Sen was a scholar and a poet. So who was scholar and poet? Laxman Sen was a scholar and a poet. So you have to remember it. He completed Adbhut Shagor, which was left incomplete by his father. So Adbhut Shagor is a book name and started Laxman Sen father and completed by Laxman Sen. Okay, so very important part, you have to underline it. Okay, students, here you can say about education. So it's the first 2 or 3 lines important, you have to underline it. The education of Bangladesh before the Pala era cannot be learned much about. But, however, seeing the spread of education in the Pala era, it can be anticipated that education is spread in the Morwa and Gupta era as well. So this part is very important, you have to underline it. Okay. Here to here. And in the ancient Bengal, it's a very important. There were 3 types of primary school for the Hindus, such as Guru Griha, Chatushpadi, and Patshala. So very important. How many types of education? 3 types of education. What are they? Guru Griha, Chatushpadi, and Patshala. You have to remember it. Okay. The son of kings, ministers, and aristocratic family took the privilege of Gurugriha. Guru, the Brahmin hermit, lived in the forest making a hut. Hut means small house. Okay. Okay. Learners were left the forest with him. So students, those who want to learn, they left house with his teacher. They stay in forest to learn. Only the Brahmin children could read in Chatushpadi. Chatushpadi is a learning system, primary education. Here, Sanskrit was taught so that the learners could take highly educated easily. You underline this part. The institution for higher education for the Hindus and called Chul. Okay. Hindu religious books were the main subject to study at the tool. So this is the important part, students. You have to read it. Okay. Then you will get the clear idea about education in the ancient time. So what was the condition in the ancient time in Bangladesh? Okay. And in the 14th, 13th century, universities were built in various European countries. University like such as Bologna University of Italy and Paris University of France, Oxford and Cambridge University in England, and so on. However, even in the 18th century, many large Buddhist vihara were established in Bangladesh. So, student, and this part is very important. You have to underline it. In the 12th to 13th century, universities were built in various European countries such as Bologna University of Italy, Paris University of France, Oxford and Cambridge University in England, and so on. Okay, to underline it. However, even in the 18th century, many large biharas, Buddhist bihara were established in Bangladesh, West Bengal, and Bihar of India. So very important part you have to underline. In this Biharas, not only religious books but also medicine, grammar, astrology, and various other subjects are taught. From this discussion, it is clear that The ancient time, our educational system was good, isn't it? Okay. Now here, student, I have given a university picture. This is Oxford University. Okay. And another picture you can see is the Cambridge University in England. It's a very beautiful university. When established 12 to 13th century. So before 800 years, almost 800 years, more than 800 years ago, this university established. A video. Let's enjoy a video about Wari Botishar of Bangladesh. Okay, students, you have enjoyed the video very much. Now, I have given some important words here with meaning. First one, ancient, from a long time ago. This is the meaning. Okay. Another word, worship, to show a strong feeling of God. This is worship. And entertainment, the action of enjoyment. Okay. And phone number, script, writing characters. Okay. Now five number, flute, a tube shaped musical instrument. Okay. Last number, molasses, a thick dark brown liquid. It's called molasses. Do you ever see in your life molasses? No? Okay, I'm showing you. Look, this is the picture about molasses. Already you have tasted, I think. Hmm? Various type of pita cake we meet using molasses, right? Now is winter season. We get molasses from date juice. Am I right? Yes. Now this is another picture about molasses, very tasty. We want to taste it. Now student, time for related questions. I have given some questions here. Fast on what were the agricultural crops and fruits of ancient time of Bangladesh? This is the answer. Cotton, paddy, mustard seed, battle leaf, and sugarcane were the main crops, and coconut, battle nut, and mango, jackfruits, banana were main fruits. Okay, so this is the answer of question number 1. You have to read it. Now here another question. So what do you know about cottage industry of ancient age in Bangladesh? Look, we know that mostly now Bangladesh was world famous. I already told you. Two shari of Muslim we can keep in matchbox. So it's very thin and beautiful shari also. Beside this, earthen pots, ornaments were made, sculptures and statue made from burnt clay, marked silver coin also made. So all are from ancient time of Bangladesh. So these types of thing we found in ancient time in Bangladesh in cottage industry area. Okay. Now, another related question here. You can see first. The Pala Emperor were the flowers of which religion? Who can tell me? Okay, they follow what? The Pala emperors were the followers of Buddhism. Okay, their religion was Buddhism. Very good. Now, question number 4. Who built the Shamapura Mahabihar? Who? Who can tell me the answer? Okay, I'm giving the answer. Emperor Dharmapala built the Shampura Mahabihar. It's a very easy question for you, right? Now, another question here. Why did trade and commerce of Bangladesh flourish during ancient age? Explain. Why? What is the reason? Okay, I'm giving the reason. During ancient period, weekly market and regular markets and business center would grow up along the bank of great rivers. So beside river, there was market. Okay, people came here to buy their regular goods. Okay, beside there grow river ports also. Beside there grow river ports also. Seaport, river ports. Through these ports, various products of Bangladesh were exported to Southeast Asia and Arab countries. So, in ancient time, we exported many types of products, goods in Arab country and Mediterranean area. Students, this is feedback session. First question here, during which age there was surplus in the economy of Bangladesh? Okay, answer is ancient time or primitive age, right? Now another question for you. Who built the Shampura Mahavihara? Okay, Dharmapala, right? Dharmapala was built the Shampura Mahavihara, right? Your answer is correct. Thank you very much. Now, who complete the incomplete literary work Adbhut Sagar of Bhallal Sen? Who? Yes, Laxman Sen, complete. Laxman Sen, right. Your answer is correct. Now, 4 numbers. Say some names of agricultural crops of ancient period of Bangladesh. Who can tell me? Yes. Paddy, sugarcane, mustard seed, isn't it? And fruits, coconut, jackfruits, etc. Okay, students, now time for SW. Look here, your SW number will be 1, and chapter 1, lesson 6, 7, 8, you have to read properly. Okay, already I have discussed, but you have to read your main book properly. Okay, dear students, now time for SW. You can see here your SW number 1 and chapter number 1, lesson 6, 7, 8. You have to read it properly at home. Okay, I have discussed, but you have to read your main book 2-3 times and you have to learn related question that I have given and you have to write. This is your SW. You have to write, learn plus write 10 MCQ from lesson 7, 8 and 9. Students, hopefully you have enjoyed my class and thanks for watching my class.